everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for this portion, I'm going to talk about my overall experience at the World Natural Hair Show, both good and bad. So I flew from DC, I flew from BWI Airport, because we have three. I flew from BWI Airport in Baltimore, and I then flew from Baltimore to Georgia, and that was like an hour and 50-minute flight, but on the way back it was like an hour and a half, so can't really beat that. And I was already nervous because I'm kind of antisocial. I don't know how to interact in groups, kind of. I can't really explain it, but I'm very I don't know, I can't really describe it. So my flight went really well. I would probably never fly to BWI again because Reagan National Airport is more closer to me. It's like 20 to 30 minutes versus BWI is like 45 minutes to an hour. So I kind of had to go out of my way to fly there. But I don't know. I'm just used to Reagan Airport. But I flew through Southwest, and you get 2 free bags to check in, so that's a good plus. So it was cheaper a little bit to fly through BWI. So my flight left at let's say 6 o'clock to 6:15 that morning. I already been up since 3, so I was really sleepy on the flight, and I landed at 8. And I went to go to my hotel to check in, and they said, oh, we don't do early check-ins, even though I requested to check in early at 10. And then they said, well, none of the rooms were clean, so I couldn't check in anyway because they weren't prepared on their part. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna throw a fuss about that. So I'm in a group called It's All About the Curls on Facebook, and I met up with some of those ladies, and we called an Uber, and we went shopping. We went to Target and Old Navy just to kill time because they couldn't check in either. So I didn't check in until about maybe 1 o'clock. Yeah, I'd say like 1 o'clock. So I was so happy to just get in my room, to just lay down. So I'm finally checking in my room because they had no rooms available, and I've been here since 8. And it's going on 2 o'clock, and I'm now checking. So this is my room. Look at this. This is so nice. I got my own room. Relax for a bit because, you know, the World Natural Hair Show didn't start till Saturday the next day. So I had plenty of time to kill. And I was supposed to go to the dinner that the group was having, but I was just so tired. And I was dead to the world for a few hours. So then I met up with Curly Girl Jess. She is amazing. If you have not checked out her videos, check out her videos. I will put the link to where you can just go. It'll either be here or here. Her videos are awesome. She is an amazing person. We both have some things in common. She's really chill, very, you know, quiet like I am. So I felt like we got along pretty well. We went to lunch a few times while we were in Atlanta. She goes every other year, so she was kind of like, you know, breaking me into what I was supposed to expect, what was going to happen, and pretty much everything she said was right. So the Talia Waheed, this is the 19th annual World Natural Hair Show, and you would think after 19 years they would have it together. No, they didn't. And Jess told me that they wouldn't. So I was already a hair model. I already bought my tickets, but I didn't expect to be called to be a hair model for Mielle Organics, so I wasn't really expecting to work. So I'd already paid for my ticket, but I already got a wristband, an exclusive, you know, exhibitor wristband. So I was like, well, they kind of defeat the purpose of me buying the tickets, but it kind of worked out because I didn't know I was going to be a model, so things just worked out in my favor. So me and Jess, we went over there around like 8 to see if we could check in early. So currently waiting for this to start.
And there's no lines this year, guys. No lines.
There was no line set up. They were not prepared, and they told us that we could check in at 9:30. So other people were coming in and they were saying, oh, we want to check in early too. And it was like, oh, you could tell how the people were getting annoyed because people kept asking them, like, come on now, you cannot open no line to go into the World Natural Hair Show 15 minutes before the show. If the show start at 10, why are you allowing people to line up at 9:45? That doesn't make sense. Do you not know how many people are coming? You got like thousands of people coming to shop, and you want to do this long ass line that people got to stand in. It was just, I don't want to talk about the parking lot. People were waiting in line to park. Right. And then you had to pay to park. So let's say you parked in the parking lot and you wanted to leave and come back, you have to pay to repark. Luckily, my hotel was across the street, so I could just walk over. But I do know some people who did drive to the convention center, and they had to pay to park, which I don't understand because you're already getting your money anyway. But so I went up to the booth and I was like, can I check in early? She was like, no, 9:50, 9:45, 9:50. And then she gave me a little attitude. And I'm like, chill. You chose to do this. You chose to sit behind the booth and scan my passbook. You choose to do that. So don't give me attitude. So I walked off. I was like, fuck this. Let me call Mayel and see if I can get my wristband early. Because I had to work the buffet too. So I called and the dude came and he gave my wristband and I went inside and I was in there before the hair show even started. So I was just like, I'm over it already. It was just, Jessica was right. And I'm going to insert a few clips of our conversation because it's 19 years and I'm already pissed off because you're not ready and you're giving us attitude because we want to check in early. I feel like if you bought your ticket online, because they had stations where if you already bought your ticket online, you just show them the ticket, get your wristband, you walk in. But if you're buying your ticket the day of, which I don't understand why you would buy your ticket the day of an event, I don't get that. Why do y'all do that? Do not do that because that line was ridiculously long. Why do y'all do that? Just buy it online. You had months in advance. They had deals for Valentine's Day. It should not be no excuse. But whatever. The tickets are like $5. So I just was not understanding why that line was so long. So Jess and them, they got their wristbands. And I was already inside. So I went to the Mayel booth, said hi to the ambassadors. They were pretty. They were really nice. So we all exchanged information and we're following each other on Instagram now. And at 10 o'clock, doors were opening, and I wanted to hit Camille Rose first because if you don't go to Camille Rose, her stuff sells out fast. And I quickly hurried up and with my little feet, I quickly ran to her, not ran, but walked to her booth because I want to be the first in line because I knew what I wanted. So yeah. So we were the first people in line, me, Jess, and Ty Crable, and the Camille Rose was not even ready for us. Like, they were still setting up. So there was like, oh, okay, shit. So we went in there. I'm just like, okay, I don't need the ginger the shampoo. I got that. I don't need a Moroccan pear. I got 2 bottles of that. I want stylers. I picked up my almond joys, my curl makers, my aloe whips, and I picked up the 3 new conditioners. If you wonder what those 3 new conditioners are, please check out my haul video and watch that because I will show you what I bought. And her things were $10. She sold body butter. She had a new eczema therapy. I should have bought that for my boyfriend, but I didn't think about it. So yeah. So after that was over, I just shopped all around. I did the couple snaps with Sierra.
Finally.
They say, honey, you got to work on Sunday because Jesus said it was the Sabbath day, but we're going to keep it holy. We're going to keep it on. Y'all come on in here. Did y'all go in there already?
I need a toothbrush.
Oh, she got one on the back. I met up with a lot of people. It was like, oh, I follow you on YouTube. I follow you on Snap. I follow you on Instagram. And, we took pictures. You know, we talked for a little bit, so I was like, oh, I'm a celebrity somewhat. I don't know. It was nice. It was nice to see people who follow me and people find me funny, and I'm like, oh, this is how I am. I guess because on Snap I'm just really unfiltered, versus on here I have to be kind of professional, but I'm not really professional anyway. So it was like, oh, you're so funny on Snapchat, and I'm like, yeah, but I curse a lot, so thank you. But it was so nice to meet some of y'all, you know, just to people be like, even just random people to be like, oh, I've seen you on Instagram, and I'm like, you have. So you know, it was nice to see that. It was nice that I was recognized, because you know, it's nice to finally be recognized for something that you really love to do. Like, I didn't start getting into YouTube until like 2 years ago, and I'm still growing on YouTube. I'm still growing on Instagram. So I'm just trying to brand myself. I'm trying to do things the right way, but I also want to be me. I want to be genuine. I want to be unfiltered. I just want people to see, you know, Jasmine. I want them to see Jazziness Curls. I just want them to just, I don't know. I just want to be real, because I feel like there's just not a lot of real bloggers out there. You know, it's just whatever. So it was just really nice if, you know, for people to ask me questions and be like, oh, that I follow you. Oh, you're really down to earth. You're really cool. And I'm like, thank you, because that means a lot to me. So I shopped around. I worked at the booth. I had my makeup done. I never had my makeup done like that, with the foundation, the bronzer, the blush. I don't wear makeup. You may see a ColourPop lippy, and that's it. I don't do makeup. So it was really weird to have someone just do my face. My face was just caked up with makeup, and I was kind of just like, okay. And then I had my hair styled and demonstrated from LA Hair, and if you go on the Mielle page, you can actually see her do my hair. I don't have the actual clip, but I do have pictures, so I'm gonna insert them. It might be a pause in between. So that was fun. People were just touching my hair based off the demo. She did finger coils, and it was really, really nice. I did wash it out because I'm kind of a germaphobe. People were just putting their hands in my hair, tugging. This is a wig, tugging it, feeling how soft it is, and I was kind of like, I'm going to wash this when I get back to my room. So yeah, but it was really nice. I hung out with the ambassadors. I met the owner in person. She's really, really nice. She's really sweet, and I just had a really good time. So about some of the vendors, as I am, they didn't have a good sale. Their stuff still looked the same price, maybe $1 or $2 off. Alikay, 10% off. No. Cantu, they didn't sell anything. They had a booth, but they didn't sell anything. I wasn't understanding why they were there. You're supposed to come to the World Natural Hair Show so we could buy things at a discounted price, and there's no discounted price. But they were giving away free stuff if you fill out a survey. So I just got some pillow packs, but I didn't really agree with that concept because I don't want you to spam my email. So that's whatever. Mielle, we did 20% off. We also had bundle deals too, so a lot of people like that. The Main Choice, they had 20 to 30% off on some things. Shea Moisture, they did 30% off, but I can wait for a BOGO sale. Uncle Funky's Daughter, I think that was 10 to 20% too. I was like, Curls, their stuff was like between $8 and $12. So I was like, okay, that's okay. And there was a lot of clothing vendors for like the African print stuff. It was a lot of those vendors. It was a lot of whipped shea butter. Like, everybody and their grandmother was selling whipped shea butter of all different scents, from pink sugar, to mango, to blue ice. It was just a lot of whipped shea butter and African black soap vendors there. A lot of jewelry. I can tell that the past shows were bigger because it was a lot of space that could have been taken up. But I've heard that Tahia Wahid, however you pronounce the name, they charge like $5,000 for a booth, per booth, and I'm like, chill. Chill. So a lot of these small businesses were really risking a lot to be there, and I didn't really see a lot of people going to the small vendors' booths. I saw a lot of people going to the big vendors like Shea Moisture, Camille Rose. A lot of people were going there. So I kind of feel bad because I'm like, you're charging $5,000, up to $5,000 for a booth, and no one's really coming to those people anyway. So I feel like the price should be a little bit smaller, which explains why there wasn't a lot of vendors there except for clothes and whipped shea butter and African black soap. So Camille Rose sold out. The line was long as shit, like really long. This is a Camille Rose booth. Like, this line is long, all the way back there. Sold out by 12 p.m. that afternoon on Saturday. Sunday, she sold out a little, I think around the same time Sunday, before I had left. And people just wanted that new. People wanted her curl maker. People wanted her almond job. People wanted that new Moroccan pear conditioner. People wanted her stuff. And when I spoke to her, she said last year her business, the booth was slow. There wasn't really a lot of people coming. But now that she has blown up so much and she's blown up so big, now that she's in Target, she's in Walmart, she's in Walgreens, she's blowing up so much that she's getting, a lot of the business is coming to her now. And I hope next year that her booth is a lot bigger, because she had a ton of people standing in that line. That line was long. I'm going to insert a clip of how long that line is. It was like, it was really, really long. I'm not standing in that. Good thing I went earlier. So that was that. She was really sweet. I took a picture with her. I love all her stuff. So yeah. The Mielle line, that was long too. When I was getting the demo, when the demo was being done on my hair, a lot of people came up, a lot of people touched, a lot of people bought stuff. So it was kind of overwhelming, but it was also a nice experience to get my feet wet, doing trade shows like this. So in the future, if I am called to do one for a company, I will know what I have to do. When you go to the World Natural Hair Show, bring tennis shoes, because that floor is flat. It's like you're walking on the ground. My feet hurt. They hurt. So please wear tennis shoes, comfortable shoes. Don't wear no don't wear no loafers. Wear like tennis shoes, like walking, running shoes, because you're going to be on your feet. You're going to be walking around. So yeah. Silento, he was there performing Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay, that song. He was there. Angela from LA Hair was there. Bucky, the girl from Love and Hip Hop, Scrappy, old girlfriend that was on Flavor of Love, she was there, but I ain't see her. Mahogany Curls was there. Smartista Beauty was there. It was a lot of big, YouTubers, Yolanda Renee, Hey Curly. There was a lot of big YouTubers there. So you do see some celebrities. Music Soul Child, he performed, but you had to pay some money. I thought that was going to be included in the $5 ticket, but I guess if you want to see him in concert, you pay a little bit more money to see him. I'm not doing that. And I think Angie Stone was there. I don't know, but Music Soul Child was there in Silento, so they were there performing. But I didn't go to the concert because I was tired. So yeah. So if you come next year or whatever, bring tennis shoes, bring comfortable clothes, because you're gonna be walking a lot. Please bring cash. Some vendors do take credit, but the Wi-Fi in there is so shitty. Like, I did not have service. There was no Wi-Fi for us. Only the vendors had Wi-Fi, and only one device can be synced to that Wi-Fi. So I had no service at all. So please bring cash. When I went to go drop my products off in my hotel room, there was a long ass line for that ATM. Do not be those people. I took out $200 because the hotel that I stayed in had an ATM in the lobby. So I went there the day before. I took out $200 and I had maybe 40 or 50 left over from that. So please take out your money beforehand. You do not want to be in that long line to take out money. Do not do that. So, and it was just so many people on Saturday. People with the chairs, the chairs you sit in that, you know, you move around in. It was so many of those. It was just so congested. People bringing their babies with the strollers. Leave your baby at home. You don't need to bring your infant child, your 6-month-old child, to the hair show. Do not do that, because I don't want to smell. I don't want to. It's a hair show. I know if you can't find a babysitter, okay, but it's a hair show. You don't want to be holding your baby, trying to be in your wallet, baby crying and fussing because there's too much going on. You don't want that. So it was a lot of strollers, a lot of crying babies, children running around. And it was hot, and it was funky. It was just, oh my goodness. Please wear a lot of deodorant too. And, yep. So that was pretty much it. I'm going to insert some clips of me going home. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been to World Natural Hair Show, let me know. Sorry if I ranted a little bit. I just was not ready for the morning and in between. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video. Bye.